Hi, this is Naveen Anjundappa. I'm an amateur astronomer and I am fascinated about the night sky events. Are you fascinated about night sky events? And do you want to learn about one of the interesting events taking place today? Do you have a small telescope which can show you Jupiter? Or a good camera with a telephoto lens? Then this video is a must watch for you. There is an interesting event that is going to take place today in the evening, approximately between 7 o'clock to 7 o'clock 15 minutes. And it is eclipse of Jupiter's moon Io. Yes, Jupiter's moon gets behind Jupiter and it gets completely eclipsed. Like our moon getting behind the Earth's shadow, the Jupiter's moon gets behind Jupiter and it is invisible. Wow, that's an interesting event. So before 7 o'clock, you will start seeing four moons of Jupiter. Those are Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. And after the eclipse, so you have only the Callisto, Ganymede, and Europa. Io is behind Jupiter and invisible. Let's go ahead, look at the simulation. I'm going to use Stellarium as a simulator so that you can go ahead and watch it live today, approximately at 7 o'clock. So let's go ahead and look into the simulation. This is Stellarium and you can see that this is the time right now. And I'm going to fast forward the time so that it is easier for us to see what is happening. So we are looking in the direction of west as we start simulating the sunset. The time is passing by and in the west of southwest, you will see the sun is set. As the sun sets, you will notice that there are planets which are visible now. So you can see Venus and Saturn coming up. So these are visible after the sunset. So in the west, you can see Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter. For us, as of today, we are more interested in Jupiter. So let's go to Jupiter and zoom into that. So let's zoom in as if like you are looking into the Jupiter through a telescope. So when you start looking into a Jupiter through a telescope, this is how you're going to see the four moons of Jupiter: the Callisto, Io, Europa, Ganymede. And you can see the object of interest for us is Io, which is very close to Jupiter and it is getting eclipsed. So let's go ahead and look into it. So right now the time is 6 o'clock 18 minutes. So let's fast forward the time and then see what happens as time progresses. Do you notice? Approximately at 7 o'clock 6 minutes, this is Bangalore time. Io is very close to the Jupiter and it is almost ready to get behind and get eclipsed. So we will just fast forward it. And the eclipse starts somewhere around 7 o'clock 8 minutes and within 2-3 minutes eclipse is done. So now by 7 o'clock 15 minutes, Io is behind Jupiter and you can only see 3 moons of Jupiter while you started with 4 moons of Jupiter. Io takes a couple of hours to come out on the other side of Jupiter, the eclipse to end. By then, Jupiter would have set. So today we would only see beginning of the eclipse and the Io being eclipsed. We will not be able to see the end, which is Io coming out of Jupiter's shadow. So I hope people who have the telescopes and camera can go ahead and capture this moment, view it, and also show it to your friends and colleagues. And this is a special event. If you know anybody who has a telescope, you can forward this so that they don't miss it. It is at 6 o'clock 55 minutes. You should be ready to set up the telescope by 6 o'clock 55 minutes. And by 7 o'clock 5 minutes, you should be observing the Jupiter. And by 7 o'clock 12 to 13 minutes, the event is already over. So if you have a telescope, don't miss this event. And if you like this kind of an information, interesting events taking place in the night sky, do like and subscribe to this channel. I'm going to put in more events for your observations. Thank you so much. This is Naveen Anjundappa signing off.